find comfort in distraction, and then you wonder why nothing in your life changes. Because deep inside, you still haven't decided to become dangerous. You haven't drawn that line in the sand and said, enough, I will become unstoppable. And until that switch flips, you'll keep floating, aimless, reactive, soft. Life doesn't reward the almost motivated. It rewards the obsessed. The men who grind when nobody watches. The men who build while everyone else sleeps. The men who aren't just dreaming about it, they're dying for it. People love to say, you're lucky. No, I was strategic. I was relentless. I worked when everyone else was waiting. I didn't care how I felt. I didn't need motivation. I needed the result. And that's the mindset you need. The kind that doesn't beg for energy, but generates it. The kind that doesn't seek approval, but imposes dominance. You want greatness? You want freedom. And understand this. Your current life is a reflection of the standards you've accepted. You tolerate laziness, you get mediocrity. You accept excuses, you earn regret. The world doesn't give you what you fantasize about. It gives you what you're willing to bleed for. And most of you haven't bled yet. You keep waiting for permission, waiting for someone to validate you, but nobody's coming. No one's going to hand you the perfect moment. The clock's ticking, and it's not waiting for you to build confidence. You think you need more time, but what you actually need is urgency. You need to realize that every second you waste is another second someone else is grinding. You're not in competition with your friends. You're in competition with the best men on the planet. The ones who train harder, think sharper, execute faster. They're not asking questions. They're taking action. That's why they win. That's why they dominate. Because they've decided that failure isn't an option. It's fuel. And don't confuse activity with progress. Just because you're busy doesn't mean you're building. Most people spin in circles pretending they're working when they're just avoiding discomfort. Success requires intentional pain, controlled suffering, the kind that forges strength, that builds iron in your spine. I didn't get here because I was comfortable. I got here because I chased what made me uncomfortable. I trained when I was tired. I studied when I was bored. I moved forward even when I was doubted, mocked, hated. I became immune to the noise.